Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. As you see, I got a little bit of a shave here from last video. I'm looking a little fresher, and today we're taking a look at the brand new goddess Jing Wei, the Chinese hunter, and man, she is so good. I can't even tell you guys how good she is. We're going to take a look at how good she is right now, but I have to say her passive, in my opinion, I'm going to make a crazy statement here. Her passive is the best passive in Smite. Period. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Do you think anyone even rivals this? You'll see how much of a game changer this passive can be in a little bit. And I'm very excited to be showing you some duel gameplay. A lot of my channel has, other casual modes, but I don't do a lot of duel. This is a custom duel with one of my clanmates, so he's doing his best. He's playing my other favorite god on her, so we'll see. I like to start off Jing Wei. We'll talk a little bit about how I build Jing Wei right now, and it really works. We'll also talk about how I up-level her abilities and how you want to combo them together. So this is a little bit going to be like a how-to, a little bit of a commentary here as I fly up. That's right. That's my passive. It's called passive rapid reincarnation. It's absolutely crazy. You see, I'm over here starting with the tier 2 of golden bow, and what that means is that I'm going to have a little bit of an area effect damage on my clear. I've got the knock up onto the Awilix there, who tries to go ahead and battle me, and it looks like I'm in a bad spot. She's hit me twice and I've missed a couple of auto attacks. I actually dash out using the combo of my persistent gust and agility, my dash, to get myself a fatalis effect in terms of attacking, but also get myself away. Now the Awilix is trying to finish the red buff as I go ahead and push my minion wave with my archers there. I have my persistent gust ready, and I'm looking to try and aggress on the Awilix, but I miss the knockup, and she hits everything on me. The Jaguar, and she gets the stun, and I take first blood. Damn it, Lion. Damn it, man. We had a couple games here, and I gotta say, he's kind of starting to get onto my Jing. This is my second Jing Wei game, by the way. This is not my first, but you see, passive reincarnation, I'm right back there. I've got the knockup onto him. I've got agility available too, full mana, and I hit one basic attack. He's forced to Aegis. I'm diving under the tower, and I get the last basic attack to take Lion 1980 out. 1980, a very good year. I actually do enjoy a lot of 80s music, but I gotta say, I had to shut him down there. But let me tell you, if Chicago comes on, I'm singing it. Will you still love me for the rest of my life? I got a lot of love and I don't want to let go. Man, I'm so excited for playing Jing Wei. And look at this passive, dude. I'm already back at red buff. He's just having to get himself ready and back up online, and I'm already back at red buff. Can you guys believe what is actually happening right now? The nonsense that is taking place. I've got my red buff. Finally, the damage buff is there. I did get a kill, and again, I've turned a basically situation where I got first blood, came back, assaulted him, pushed the wave, got a kill, and then went back, got red buff before he was even able to come back to lane. That is the power of Jing Wei. I think I'm going to go get my blue buff here, so I go ahead and decide to start doing that. And let's talk a little bit about how I build her, how I like to play her as well, and kind of how her abilities work. I'm leveling up the number 1, which is Persistent Gust. What that is it's been my choice so far. I don't know if I'll always do that. Number 2, Explosive Bolt would be my second tier choice because it's very good, and it does only it basically ups your damage, but it also ups your your crit percentage. It makes your basic attacks wider, so you'll be able to hit a little bit more of your crits. Oh my god, and I'm almost dead here, but I've gotten 17 health, and because I've got my minions there, Lion goes down, and I get the second kill of my game. He types LOL, and I'm telling him, man, oh my god, that is too close. I think I got a little lucky there, but I knew that I did not need to basically panic because of the fact that I had archer minions there. He was aggressing on me, and of course in duel, in early game, minions are OP, so you got to be careful about that. I'm back in lane already after I get the kill and got full mana back. He had to take a death for that. I've basically not lost any XP. He tries to hit me with a Jaguar, but it's not enough. I'm forcing him now with my minion wave. 1 basic attack, 2 basic attack. I activate my number 2 Explosive Bolts, getting a wider area, and I've hit him with all 3. Now he's in trouble. He's got the stun and the flip onto me, but I'm trying to catch up. I use my number 1/3 combo to get myself a Fatalis effect and catch up in the direction where he went, but now he's got almost no mana, and he's got almost no health, and I'm almost clearing this wave of his. He's got to try and clear mine. He does the flip, and that was a bad decision because now where's he going to go? And Archer's OP, taking out Lion 1980, and I'm 3-1-0. He shouldn't have flipped there because you know what? It put him in a bad situation. He actually went away from the direction that he needed to, which was a full retreat, man. Jing Wei, man, blowing me away, let me tell you that. No sexual references in the blow, by the way. I just mean she's blowing me away. It was more like a way, Jing Wei, you know what I mean? Gosh, don't get sexual on me, guys. Don't do that. That is, sex is bad. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, let's talk about her abilities. We'll go into the build. You see I'm picking up Ichaival next, or Ichaival. And please don't be upset about how I'm pronouncing Jing Wei. Please, let me know what it is actually. Jing Wei, Jing Wei, Jing Hua, and whatever. I'm not the best at pronunciation. I just say it the way someone from an English-raised place would say it. I'm not a Chinese expert. I'm not a Chinese pronunciation expert, and I don't claim to be. I think that's the other thing is like people think I should be. I'm not. I'm not. But I think it's Jing Wei. Let's do that. Her number 1 is Persistent Gust. It's a knock up. It knocks her up, and when it does, it will actually give her a 25%. He's saying the clear is OP, and that's why he was just standing there. But what happens is I get a 25% attack speed buff, and so I'll be attacking faster when I get knocked up, because you might be saying, why would I want to knock myself up? That doesn't make any sense. Well, the thing is you get your passive, you get your, obviously your 25% attack speed, but what you also do is you can combo that with agility to allow you to basically catch up with opponents, redirect your damage, or your escape. It's very, very good. And you see here, I've got my ultimate. I want to go, but I actually decide it's not a good idea, and she gets the kill. A Willix Lion 1980 takes me out after I take 2 shots from the tower, and she throws the Jaguar at me, finishing me off. And that was just a bad play. That was me saying, I pretty much wanted to kill her. I want to use my ultimate. And that's the one thing I will bring up. I find the ultimate very hard to use, especially in Duel. I feel the windup is so long. It feels like it's even longer than Kukulkan's, Khan's, and it feels so predictable. It does a decent amount of damage, but I mean, I've gotten 0 kills in my 2 games playing as her with my ultimate. It is just not something I find amazing. And you see there, that is the combo. The 1-3 allow me to get that Fatalis effect and the attack speed buff of 25%. And let's talk about, I talked a little bit about her number 2, which is basically makes your critical chance increase up to 25% when fully maxed, but it also makes your attacks wider and deal area of effect damage. So it was basically a golden bow. So if you combine that with golden bow, your clear is pretty dang strong. That's why starting with tier 2 of golden bow to start is a very, very good start, especially for hunters and Duel. Your clear will be very, very strong just with your basic attacks and her number 2. If you obviously increase that crit chance, your crit chance is independent for each basic attack. You see the Mantle of Discord proc there. I did not freaking expect her to grab Mantle of Discord, but the number 1 there, Persistent Gust, takes her out. The knockup is not needed because she's killed. She's dead. That's why that's not needed. And that's the beauty of, that number 1. It doesn't have too long of, I'd say it's a little bit slower than Chiron's one, but still relatively easy to land in terms of somebody's running away. Can I hit them with that? Or is it too long like Nox's 2, where you just, the silence is the reason it's difficult to get out of it. You could avoid that damage by just walking out of it easily if she didn't root you in. This is a little bit more like Chiron's, where if he can reasonably aim it underneath you and force that damage. You see my passive already allowing me to get back into the fight. Check on the Willix, make sure she's not doing the Fire Giant, but I see her here in lane. I'm trying to basically come around the corner. Maybe I can get her with a knock up here and basically force her hand. I've got my ultimate, and I do actually land some damage, but you see it only takes off like 10% of her health there. I want the knock up, but I'm afraid because a Willix is a very hard counter. She could pull me with her ultimate when I do knock up, but I've landed my basic attacks enough. I use my agility to get close to her, but a Willix jumps away. I've tried to go for the knock up. The Persistent Gust is just off the mark, not fast enough, and I do not get the kill. I do knock myself up, however, to get the 25% attack speed buff, and then I'm trying to basically pressure her back to either her base so she does not defend my minions and myself here as I push into this Phoenix. But she seems like she wants to stay around. I'm trying to do a little juke here, and I knock myself up. I use my agility, and I go back into the tower. I've got a Fatalis effect, but it looks like I cannot do it. The Phoenix is attacking me. That's 1, 2, 3 bolts. She's got the stun. I try and hit her with a basic attack, but the Mantle of Discord stuns me out of being able to basic attack, which I would have traded with her, and I'm now 4 and 3, and she's 3 and 4. This is anybody's game. I'm level 12. She's about to be level 11 very soon, and you know what? I did not play that well. That's 2 tower dives. I did not play well. And again, I feel so strong with her that I'm like feeling like Superwoman here, but it just is not working. I basically go ahead and thank God for this passive. I'm able to do something ridiculous because I want to get this Fire Giant. Yeah, that's right. I want to sneak the Fire Giant. I just died. He is not expecting me to go out and just straight grab Fire Giant. I use my number 1 for the attack speed buff, but also this persistent damage, taking a little bit onto the Bull Demon King, who's got me down to 300 and, oh my God, 90 health, but I somehow survive. I get the Fire Giant, and I'm back to base already. She's pushing mid lane, and it looks like she's going to try and get a little bit of damage on my tower, but I've got a chance to get Malice. I pick up the tier 2 of Malice, waiting for my health to go ahead and get better, and I pop into the air. I'm flying dying, and I see the minions there, but I have a feeling she's going for damage. She is going for damage buff. I land. I've got a second basic attack to finish and take off the damage buff. I've hit 1, 2, 3 of my persistent gust. I get the knock up as well on persistent gust, and I'm able to chase. I use my number 3 agility to pass. Oh my god, and I basically got her. I hit all 3 of the explosive bolts, and I take her out. That's exactly what I wanted, and the turnaround is real. Fire giant in my hands. Red buff taken down by me. I kill her, and the blue buff is mine as well. What a turn of events. Remember when I said I was 12 and she was 11? Well, I'm 14 and she's 11 now. Guess what? I'm about to be 15 as well. I'm getting some Phoenix damage also, and it looks like I have a full minion wave. Wow, this Phoenix is going down. Look at this, 647. I hit the persistent gust. The knockup brings her towards me a little bit, misses the Jaguar, but I hit a basic attack for 229, and I've activated my number 3. I hit my number 2. I hit all of my explosive bolts. She tries to stab a minion, and she dies. The thing is lying. I don't know why you went to stab that minion, man. If you would have just ran, I wouldn't have been able to get you, but because of the fact that you tried to stab that minion, you let me get back to my hitbox, and I've got that second kill. Now I'm 15 and 11, and guys, when I died and went to go basically contest that damage buff, it was about a minute and 40 seconds ago. That's right, the ultimate there used to escape. I pop back in because she doesn't expect me to go there. I've got my number 1. I'm afraid she's going to pull me, so I use my agility very quickly, and she does not pull me. Thank goodness. This is, like I said, guys, a hard counter. If I jump up and get knocked up, Willis can pull me right, but she has not done that yet. Now, so that's the benefit of that. It seems like I've been timing it well enough, and it is relatively fast. So you still have to be expecting it. And I think she was just a little bit worried about me killing her as well. I pop into the air and head over to see what buffs are available. It looks like my blue buff is here. Let me go ahead and take this, guys. As I was telling you guys, Jing Wei, pretty dang crazy. Pretty amazing, actually. Really, really good goddess. And let's talk about the ultimate airstrike. When I went into the tooltip, it said 500 seconds in the PTS, but it's not. The cooldown is 140 seconds. It increases per the damage. You see, I use my number 1 and my number 3 to go ahead and chase with the Fatalis effect, taking down Lion 1980. That is exactly how aggressive Jing Wei can be and how dominant she can be when she is that aggressive. That Fatalis effect so important, just like Souls when she presses her number 3 for the first part of her before she goes incorporeal. She has that Fatalis effect, and it just is devastating, especially when you activate your number 2 on top of it. You get the knock-up, you get the agility, and this could be the end of the game. I am 7-3. It looks like Willis trying to push these fire minions, but they're not going down easily. I've got the knock-up, and I don't pop into mine yet because I don't want to get pulled, but now she's on the defensive. Mantle of Discord has popped. I use my agility to chase her. I've got the Fatalis effect. I try to go, and I actually hit her with my last 2 basic attacks, and that takes her out. I've got my ultimate. I want to use it right now to get a little bit of damage onto the Titan. I pop away and let my fire minions take it, and now this could be game. It looks like this is GG. I've got only 1,000 health left, 600, 400, 200, and that's the game. Jing Wei, ladies and gentlemen, my first impressions and my first, actually second Joust game with her going very, very well. And I have to say, she's a seriously good goddess. One of my favorites, maybe even potentially going to be a main of mine. I don't even have mains because I got to play so many gods for my channel. But the idea is like she could easily be one of my mains because of how honestly effective and mobile she is. But I want to mention a couple of things here. Airstrike, very hard to land, her ultimate. The windup is slow, and it was a little bit more difficult to land than I thought, and she doesn't have a lot of setup in her kit. Even if you knock somebody up and then immediately airstrike, it's not that easy, especially if they have a jump or a leap to guarantee the damage on them. So that's one thing I would say is difficult. You definitely need some setup for that, and it's not too far. The range is not as far as you might think. You have to be relatively close to people. That's one of the things to think about. The other thing that I would say is that the build starting with Golden Bow is great, and she works very well with high crit. That's extremely good. But the most important thing that I found is that when you have this passive, your whole dynamic as a character changes from something that people are aware of in Smite. You see, I was typing all that stuff to Lion, but he left the lobby, and so now it looks like he didn't hear any of that. But here's the build, and as you look over it, you got Ichaival, Asi going into Malice and Deathbringer, and you might even be able to switch Golden Bow. Maybe if you're going against a healer for Wind Demon or something else that suits your preference and play style. Maybe a more defensive. I don't know. Maybe some more attack speed, chins, whatever you guys would like. Fatalis would be crazy too. That would be be like crazy, but she's already got Fatalis, so I don't think that would be too appropriate. But what I really mean is, guys, the passive is one of the best passives I've ever seen. It allows her to do things like die, but instantly be back in the fight and pressure you. She has some type of map control, pressure, and awareness that I have never seen in a god before, and it's absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to see you guys and your reactions when you actually play this god, and I want to know your thoughts and comments about where you think she'll fit in this current meta, and how powerful do you think she'll be when she's actually released to the public and to the pro leagues very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed this content, please do give a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to support me, and it actually allows me to make sure I keep you guys up to date with all these first impressions, new god videos, Smite videos, top 5s, and all that cool stuff that I do on the channel. So please do subscribe if you did enjoy this. Thanks so much again for watching, guys, and as always, my name is Raynday. Remember to never give up, never stop gaming. I'll see you guys next time.